Hey everyone, Magiclovr recording for the mtgnoob. Playing Genesis Wave in the two-man constructed queues, and this isn't bad. I got accelerant, a little protection, an untapper, and a win condition. Just missing the cradle, so I'll keep this and hope to find the last piece of the puzzle. My opponent mulliganed. I'll take that. That's a good sign that he played a basic forest and not an elf, because elves is usually faster than me. So I'm hoping I'm playing like Nickfit or something, because that's usually a slow enough deck, assuming they don't get a pernicious deed on me, which is usually devastating with all the 1-drops or 0s. Let's see what we got. Ooh, Enchantress. God, I haven't played against Enchantress in a while. Well, not that Xantid Swarm's going to do too much. But I will be able to get Garrick down next turn, and then start swinging. Another Enchantress. So he's got his engine online. I have to, but only 2 cards left in hand. I'm assuming both are enchantments. So let's get Garrick out. Yeah, no need to threaten overrun here because he's not close enough. So even if I did blow him next turn, I don't want to. And do I get the extra point in? Yeah, it's not like I'm worried about instant speed, so. Bring him down to 17 here. So he's going to draw 4 cards next turn and have, I'm assuming they'll both do 1-drops, so like an elephant grass and a something, wild growth. So the question is, what else does he draw? Does he draw like a Sarah's Sanctum and able to continue the chain, or does he fizzle? We shall see. It's going to thin out here a little bit. Probably just drew that land, wasn't happy about it. I was hoping that wouldn't be one of the cards. Ah, it did fizzle though. So I've got a decent opportunity here. Let's swing. Now I will click up. Because if he doesn't get that elephant grass in play, which I can pay for, if I get a cradle, guessing the blues for Words of Wind, and maybe some counter magic. But more and more I've seen Enchantress playing blue instead of red for the Words of War alternate kill. Ah, Cloud of Fairies. Huh. I'll admit, don't usually see that in Enchantress. Pretty good utility. 1/1 flyer. Can cycle if it's not needed. And usually Enchantress has a land that has a lot of stuff on it. You'll be very angry if I do acidic slime that land, though. So not much has changed. Even with that elephant grass, I still need a Gaia's Cradle. So I can pay for a couple of attackers. And now he's going to start plinking away at Garrick. To keep him under wraps. I mean, interestingly, I haven't seen a white enchantment yet. So maybe this is just blue-green Enchantress. It's hard to imagine. I mean, white adds so much to it, but blue is the most powerful color, so... So what can he do? He can bounce two of my guys. Probably the token since I can't replay it. And maybe Hierarch. We got two Magus out. That's annoying. He's only got 11 cards left in his library. So he's got to be a little careful here. Just drawing four cards a trigger. I guess I'm a little fuzzy as to what his win condition is. Return a permanent. I guess I'll go for a basic. Return a permanent. I want to keep that. I do want to keep one temple in play, obviously, just because if I do draw that cradle. Carpet of Flowers, huh? Yeah, no white, so interesting. Looks like just a pure blue-green build. First time I face this. Usually it's blue-white with a green-white with a splash for blue, but no. Witness package. I mean, again, he can do a lot of bouncing, but I guess maybe I'm just not quite understanding. So he's got to be careful. I mean, none of these are maze. So every time he attempts to cast an enchantment, I mean, he's got to have the mana to replace everything with words, which I think he will. He's got one savannah. Huh. I'll return a land. He's got to pretty much hope I do not pull a cradle next turn, because I can pay for the singleton elephant grass, you know, and overrun. I mean, I get a seal of removals, that's fine, but I can replay them. So he's got to be careful, he's going to mill himself. There we go. Start replacing those effects. Turn a permanent. Go for the nasty. There we go. I was gonna say there's got to be something. Okay. So it's a neat take on it. He's got a Living Wish package with Cloud of Fairies, so this is actually somewhat similar to my deck. You know, get something with a lot of mana out and then find a way to untap. I've actually thought about playing this in this deck. If I were ever to add blue, that's exactly what I'd have in here. But I'd play Snap and Cloud of Fairies. So a Words of Wars to get the Clouds of Fairies back, untapping whatever land he's beefed up. And then eventually Wishes for the fatty. Okay. At this point we're dead, so I'm just kind of see how he plays. All 4 seals, he could bounce that, replay it if he wanted to. No need to drag it out. And let's see. Yep. Not worried about him countering. One less witness. Okay. So it seems to me it's not as fast as green-white Enchantress. Yeah, we'll have to see if I can get a slime on whatever basic land he's pumped full of wild growths and utopias. That should set him back a fair amount. Yeah. Well, there we go. Sadly, that's a one-land hand. But, given that I didn't see Wasteland out of him, I'll get a little greedy here. And hopefully I can draw. Because I'm going to have to cast Swarm with this. And then if I still haven't drawn a land, sack that. Just come on, land. There we go. Okay. This is good. I'm gonna see what I draw before I rotate here. That's why I didn't pull the trigger there. Okay. Just in case. Okay, so things have turned out decent. He didn't go bonkers. He's just restocking his hand. He did mull down there. So I'm guessing he's probably just holding off and waiting for like an Argothian or a Green Sun Zenith, which he'll probably fire now. That's fine, because Green Sun's for 2 does require his entire mana. Yep. Which gives me the turn I need to Garrick. Ah, okay. So. Yeah, I think I'm gonna... swing here and threaten overrun. Because if this gets him down to 15... then I can kill him next turn with an overrun. Yeah, I think he's in big trouble here. See if he cracks that seal now. Because you know what I'm gonna do? I am gonna rotate now for that temple. There we go. Okay. Let's... Oh, God, what was I thinking? Oh, that's... Jeez, I knew I had that thought. With the seal, obviously, if I overrun, he would have bounced the creature, and I would have connected for non-lethal and then not have my Garrick, so... Okay. 1, 2, 3... not thrilled about it, but I'm gonna go for the wave here for 7 and hopefully hit something. I know I've got Norn in hand. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So now I will threaten lethal for sure. So he's got to go off. So short of a real amazing run, because even if he Words of Winds me here for a dozen, I think I can still lethal him. And I will slime whatever land he pumps up. Yeah, I think I can pay for that. Better have a few dozen more of those. Of course, the math will be close here, because I have to pay for that. Yeah. Okay. So I was okay with that. Any changes being on the draw? Actually, gonna drop a Zendikar for... Nah, it's too slow. I think I want that one witness. One more witness. Nah. I lied. Oh. Not in time. Well, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'll take this. He did not mulligan. I am going to accelerate as fast as I can here. Sadly, I'll probably be playing my Dryad Arbor next turn, swinging for 1, and then playing Cradle, going for Garrick. Green Sun, nope, Enchantress. Yep. Didn't see this in the original build, so looks like out of the board for pure speed. Okay. Let's get her done. That is helpful. Just looking for a 2-drop. I'm waving here just because I have a witness, and just needed a little extra boost. So that I can overrun, and I hit it, so I'm happy with that. Two per creature, huh? Okay. I'm not going to call myself the best Enchantress player, but I would imagine that would have kept him alive. Why not pay the 1? And I still can't swing for lethal. Huh. Interesting. Okay. He's got to blow up the world here. Let's see, I'm out of effects, so I'll F6 here. So I'm sensing a cloud of fairies coming. I'm okay with that. A little okay with that. Because I'm going to wave for about 1,000. No, that's an obvious exaggeration. But we'll wait for a bundle. Let me think this through here. I can pay for... If I ultimate him... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so I can swing for 5. Jeez. Swing for 5, that's 15. He's gonna have to take... Okay. So I want him to have to blow his seal, jump out here, and then hopefully next turn I'll be able to So next turn the plan will be to replay the Invader, replay Garrick, witness for wave, and should be able to wave for 10 or 12. So we'll see. Of course, that might have been the... That might not have been the best line. I might have just gone for the big wave there. Not sure about that. Now that I'm thinking about it, because he still has a full grip. Now we'll see. It's another seal. It is too bad that I haven't hit a deserted temple, or that would have been lethal. Yeah. That's a bummer. Yeah, probably should have gone for the the Genesis wave there. Because I think Norn, he only had the one Enchantress, would have killed all of his Argothians. Yeah. That's a bummer. Now that I'm thinking about it, I wish I hadn't rushed through that. But without the deserted temple, it wasn't either a Magus of the Candelabra or the actual Candelabra. I wasn't getting a lot. What would I have waved for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 minus 1 plus 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I would have waved for like low to mid teens, which probably would have been enough to, you know, find another witness. Yeah, so regrettably, I think that would have been the better line of play, and I didn't quite thrash it out in my head long enough to recognize it. So yeah, this is gonna hurt. And yeah, interesting deck. So anyway, hope you enjoyed, and a good lesson on how not to play at the end there. Always, especially on a pivotal turn, you know, think through the options. And it would have been interesting to see what I had if I waved there, but well, we'll find out. Yeah, witness, wave, temple, slime. Could have gotten the land. Of course, figures. Oh well. Anyway, thanks for watching.